Hello, YouTube pipers, and any booktubers that might be looking in. Hope everybody's doing well. I haven't smoked a pipe in a couple of days, so I thought I'd sit down and have a pipe. My Savinelli Bing's favorite. And this time I've got in it J.M. Boswell's Christmas Cookie. Which I have to say is an easy drawing, smoke. It's nice. As usual, I can't bring out distinct flavors, but it's nice. I figured it's too nice to save till Christmas, so it's going to be Christmas in August. I didn't really have anything on my mind other than just wanted to talk to the screen for a bit. Wanted to reach out to folks and tell them that they should be tuning in to the Pipe Smoking Knife Maker. Quite a long handle, but still, he's got a good channel. And he deserves more people watching his channel. And also decided this would just be a VR for his giveaway of a pocket knife that he's made. And if you go look at that last video he's made, you'll see that pocket knife and you'll realize that that's a nice piece of art. And something that would really be a lovely thing to have in your pocket. And the person that wins this is guaranteed to have something that he's going to enjoy for the rest of his life, because it looks like it's very well made and it looks really good. Now, I don't know how heavy it is. Because for the last 40 years I've been carrying one of these around. It's just a little tiny Swiss Army knife. Use this to cut open many a box at the pharmacy, both at the hospital and in the retail business. Always enjoyed the hospital more. In retail, depending on where you were, if you were in a grocery store, you were answering questions about produce, which aisle to go down for chicken legs, which was a distraction that a pharmacist doesn't need behind that counter when he's trying to get medicines ready for customers who need it. The occasional person that would bring their basket over to the pharmacy and say, "Can I check out here?" Too much time wasted on something that has absolutely nothing to do with the profession of pharmacy, which is very difficult to concentrate on at times when you have people coming by like that. In the hospital, it was a totally different story. Now, in a pharmacy, I worked at a Kroger grocery store way back when. So that's why I know what happens in a grocery store. And I hate it every minute of it. But you're standing for 8 to 10 hours a day because you can't sit down. Because if you're sitting down, they say you aren't working. It looks like you aren't working. So you have to stand, type labels, get the meds, put them in a bottle, and put the label on the bottle and have it ready for the person. Make sure that you've got the right medicine. Make certain you have the right medicine. It's easy to pick up the wrong one. You're supposed to have a triple check system, but sometimes when you're in a hurry, when you're answering the phone, when you're working by yourself, and you have people asking you where the chicken legs are, too many distractions. Too easy to hurt somebody. I was happy when I got the job at St. Francis. In the hospital, you're surrounded by professionals. Other pharmacists, nurses, and doctors. So everybody is attuned to the one thing, and that's the patient's safety. And even with all those professionals, accidents still happen. But if you got tired of working in one area, then you could move over to the IV area and work with IVs for a while. If you got tired of that, you could work over to the compounding area and compound drugs. There are some things that are still compounded. And there's always the person that has to keep leeches alive. Because even in a profession that's in the 21st century, you still have medieval leeches in a bowl. That are used on patients to help heal. Amazing. But all those days are behind me now. And I'm glad I don't have to worry about the safety and the life of a patient who is under my care. Sometimes it was just too big a responsibility, and it just was nerve-wracking. I didn't really have, like I said, I didn't really have anything on my mind. I just wanted to get on here for a bit and talk to the screen. Last night we had a rainstorm come through with thunder and lightning, some bright flashes of lightning and big booms after it. So Hunter was in a fix because a couple of them scared me, so I know he got scared. And usually the last thing we do before going to bed is to go outside so he can take care of his business. And last night, the usual time that we went out, just as we were getting ready, there was a tremendous bright flash outside, and the boom came almost directly behind it. We didn't go out. So I had to lay there waiting for the storm to pass. And it was about 1:15 whenever I was able to take him outside. But he did very well. He usually, when something like that happens, he's really trembling in fear and doesn't really want to go out. But we went out and he took care of his business, and we came right back in. And he didn't run like he normally does. I said, slow down, and he slowed down. And we came in, gave him his treats, and he went off to bed. I was right proud of him last night because I thought he did pretty well. Because I know he was frightened with all the thunder that was going on. And then we still got up at 3 o'clock. Usually we try to get him to go out at 11, hoping that he might sleep through that 3 o'clock period, but nope, he was up at 3 wanting to go out again. It had only been an hour or more. So we got up again. And then about 4:45 he was ready to go out again. So maybe all that noise and all that rain and stuff gave him a little anxiety that caused him to need to go out more. I don't know, but I know that I tried to take him out at 11 because I know he's going to get up at 3. And then when I go back to bed at 3:30 after we've come back in, he'll wake me up between 5:30 and 6, sometimes between 5 and 5:30. And then during the day, 6 to 8 hours in between times that he goes out. And I don't quite understand that. Something I have to live with, I reckon. And him. He has to, too. Now, I'm not saying that old age hasn't made me have to get up during the middle of the night. Usually it's around those same times. But sometimes I'll sleep through it. But he hasn't yet. So maybe it has something to do with his age too. Maybe 6 years in a dog's life is... No, I don't think it's close to my age, but... Anyway, he did okay. And he's done okay today. He didn't eat this morning. So I don't know. I've got his food covered up over there because I don't want it to dry out and be all yucky and have to put out a whole new batch, because he'll eat first thing, eat about half of it, and then come back about an hour and a half later and eat the rest. Usually that's the way it goes, but today he hadn't worn anything. I don't know. So much about Hunter and me. Check out the Pipe Smoking Knife Maker. Check out his last video and look at the knife that he has put together. He's a good craftsman with these knives, because it's a solidly built thing and it's pleasing to the eye. Gorgeous blade, gorgeous casing. So go look at his last post and check it out for yourself, because it's a, like I say, it's a good looking knife, and it's one I know a lot of people would like to win when the time comes. And I'm the same. I want to win it too. So that's why I'm making this VR. But he does deserve to have more people tuning into his channel. So check him out. Sub his channel. And check the like, because he deserves it. He's got a good channel and he knows more about tobacco and pipes than I do. So go check him out. Take care of yourselves, folks. I enjoy coming on. I'm sorry I didn't have anything to talk about really, but just gabbing to the screen sometimes eases me up. So I'll say until next time, God bless you, and bye-bye.